different ways. One thing he is not is a very fast base runner. So he's at first without a whole lot of on the ground, left side, picked nicely by Suarez, and
Suarez, who has made an enormous jump defensively, mostly because easy play, especially with the second hop here. That is a tough play and a perfect feed.
And they go hand in hand. Check swing foul from Matt Chapman.
We are going to be better at defense than anyone else.
Well, and the players love it. It didn't work. And he holds them accountable.
Right. Kurt Casale told me that.
And perhaps there. Now he fouls the fastball straight back. Had a good cut.
That late movement.
Chapman to center field, shallow. Let his shortstop Crawford play it on a bounce. Little blue hit for Matt Chapman.
Right.
Sometimes you play here in this building with the roof closed, the back
Center field.
He went back. First step was back. Because of that, Chapman looked like he got it more than he did.
Left-handed hitter in this lineup. They are very right-handed, the Blue Jays.
Tapia is 7 for 11 lifetime against Luis Castillo. So they got
runner at first, 2 down. Tapia, big swing and miss.
Who says that about? He's like, he comes up in the zone. He's like, my swing is
a little backwards from what you might expect. That's a strike.
Throw that four-seamer the way he does, drop a changeup in like he can, and then throw a slider.
1-2. Tapia slashes at it and hits it foul. 091 for left-handed hitters. Right-handers actually hit 240.
Chance against a slider, went over their back foot. Similar thing with left-handed hitters here.
Tapia to out number 3. So a couple of hits for the Blue Jays, but no runs. We'll go to the third. 3-0. Pretty dramatic.
So he led the league in strikeouts in 2019. He
knocked in the first run of the game with a double. Grounds this one to third. Matt Chapman, who's won a couple of goals.
We were talking about Matt Chapman's throwing arm.
And we will already?
Well, he is.
I mean, imagine now.
He told me
he gets to know him better.
Yeah, we need a little more time together. Manoah misses with a fast. Head in the count 1-0. Swings through that slider.
Carrying into this third inning as well. He struggled with the fastball command. In fact, all 3 hits he gave up.
1-1. Got the call. 1-2. Got it. And he threw the changeup for strike.
And changeup to get Cal Raleigh.
Ball 1 to Mitch Haniger. It was looking like the Mariners had a chance to knock Manoah out. Slider for strike 1. Now Mitch Haniger in his Mariners career went. That's that one foul. 1-2.
Being injured and that vantage point, you know, the perspective it gives you. One of the biggest things he wanted to do in your head.
1-2. On the front foot, the pop-up and the glove tap. So Manoah retires his side in order for the first time. The Blue Jays coming up when we come.
That was a tremendous night.
It was awesome.
He's one of the good guys. If you're going to end the drought, as they like to say up there, it was the best possible way. Jansen strikes out swinging. 100 to overwhelm the Reds to make that trade, and he has been a total difference maker. That's
to me, he looks like the Whit Merrifield from Kansas City.
Had a good swing there, but to center field. Hard to disturb Alek Manoah. I mean, I was trying to.
And he said, well, I'm a position player. I love to watch the games.
Great playoff moments. And he lines that one toward the gap in right. Springer at first base. That was a good play by Mitch Haniger.
Really good play by Haniger to keep that ball.
In St. Louis, still earlier here in Toronto, but the Blue Jays in the Bo Bichette way outside ball 1.
He just said, I'm tired of being told by the analytics people that I'm not selective.
That's part of his game. You can't.
And after that one, and fouled it off.
Aggressive hitter, I know that I am. He's like, I was actually more selective. Because when you have that yes, yes, no, what did he do?
Bichette, a good swing. I think he'd like to see. Follow at MLB on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to keep up with everything baseball. Kind of that 2-strike adjustment. Bichette got a piece of it. Stays alive. I don't know.
Strikes. It's a changeup that's like sinking, and he fouls it off.
1-2. Bichette on the ground toward the hole. Crawford with the dive. And Vlad Jr. coming up. Quick check in studio with the
postseason hit. Again, it's only his 8th at bat, but he got a knock. And
on the ground, foul, just a
jump at 90. When I first started covering baseball, people threw a changeup at 7.
0-1. Guerrero to number 3. So Castillo pitches through it. Blue Jays leave 2. All right, Coley, thanks. And the very first pitch here in inning number 4, just a little dribbler from number 1. And I do believe that John Schneider deserves a lot of credit for the.
Been with the organization for 14 years. He was on the coaching staff starting with 2000. I wasn't happy, but he understood that this is our guy.
Kelnick, left center field. All right, and another check. Things are happening in St. Louis, Nicole.
Yes, they are. And if you had
dominant. Postseason could be a little different. There's a strike to Adam. Definitely settled in. Outside for a ball and dry base hit. Got fooled by that slider. 1-2. He's the littlest guy on the field. 1-2. Slider again, taken for a ball.
Won the Cy Young here last year. Will be pitching here for.
Good. 2-2 on the ground, up the middle. Right there, Merrifield, and that's bottom of the 4th.
this is not a drill.
6 hitters. Second time through against Luis Castillo. And
it's happened only one other year. Dodgers and Rockies have hit him in there soon.
He went around in a.
Kirk asking if that would have been a ball or a strike.
Lance Barrett saying, yeah, that was a ball.
Rise ball gets through the zone. And they throw this right there.
That's why we love baseball. 45 pounds. And his pitcher is 6'7" and weighs 295.
Kirk on the ground past the mound. Castillo sort of stumbled. Frazier, though, with Kirk running.
It's a pitch, and because of how he releases it, so hard to pick up. Of course, a hundo.
One out for Teoscar Hernandez. That's a ball inside with the slider with tons of power. A liner to short and picked by Crawford. I think he caught it clean.
And only 49 pitches so far for Castillo. And even though he's only made,
they haven't had a complete game all year.
And then they get game 1 of the playoffs.
It's not out of the realm of
efficient today, and that bodes well moving ahead.
Wouldn't that his first time up? Goes after the first pitch here, fouls it back out for the Phillies.
Wow. And how that inning started. I mean, just giving him base runner. Hope not.
Chapman to center field, but not that deep. Rodriguez's face